Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving,
I don't want to take advice from fools.
You always won every time you placed a bet.
Sports betting and changes that are in the marketplace. How have the market efficiencies adjusted? I'm Joe Duffy, CEO of OffshoreInsiders.com. We're going to discuss that on this podcast. Sports handicapping always has been and always will be a fluid science. The games we bet on change. Technology improves the ability of the sharp player and the odds maker to handicap contests. The market efficiencies change. The Department of Justice crackdowns on our right to gamble have reapportioned sharp intelligence back to Vegas and to the local bookmaker from the offshore where they have been over the previous decade. From a betting point of view, here are some of the biggest adjustments that the sharpest bettors have enacted. Offensive and defensive efficiency statistics in basketball. KenPom.com for college basketball and John Hollinger in the NBA have brilliant power ratings. Their accuracy skyrocketed by the utilization of the points per 100 possessions statistics. This counteracts the flaws of the points per game scored and allowed stat that much better measures pace, not competence. Best of all, we've gravy trained their individual player power ratings when appraising injury intel. Combined with our eye test acumen, such computations are infinitely superior to the distorted plus-minus statistics produced by Dr. Bob Stohl, for example. Another change in recent years, we've de-emphasized running attacks in the NFL in our handicapping. Between the rule changes that favor passing games and simple physics, that is, bigger, stronger, faster athletes mean more violent collisions that negatively affects workhorse running backs the most. The single toughest strong suit to maintain in pro football from week to week is a quality running game. This was counterintuitive for me because GodsTips was a forerunner in using ball control going back to our score phone days of the 1980s through our days at GodsTips on OffshoreInsiders.com. We've been able to use that statistic for decades and yielding considerable profits. But clearly the game has changed, and so must how we handicap it. Look for the most disappointing teams out of the gate each year to be those that had the best running games in the previous season. Then again, that is until the parameters transform again, and so shall we. Another way that our handicapping is certainly adjusted in recent years, it's back to basics in baseball. During the steroid era, such statistics as ground ball fly ball ratio gained prominence. Fly ball pitchers who had quality ERAs almost always were flirting with disaster. On the other hand, hurlers who gave up a high percentage of ground balls or, most importantly, struck out a significant percentage of batters were generally the most unwavering. Now that the game we've known, loved, and won substantial cash has returned to its norm, so has streamlining foretelling the outcome. The most foretelling numbers in handicapping offense are on-base percentage and slugging percentage. With pitchers, it's ERA and WHIP. Keep it simple. That's the allure of baseball gambling. We've isolated several other inclinations that are in the early stages, and we are weighing accordingly. The key is to always stay on the cutting edge and be at the forefront of the betting market trends. We will. It's what we do better than anyone else at OffshoreInsiders.com.